Welcome to the Next Chapter CEO, the podcast for women over 50 and beyond who are building bold businesses and living the life of their dreams. I am your host, Laureen Quick. And if you have ever wondered how to grow your brand, how to attract your dream clients, and stand out in a very noisy marketplace, today's episode is for you. We're going to be talking all about events, not the kind that drain your energy and empty your wallet, but the kind that create momentum, build community, and generate real business growth for you. Joining me today is the powerhouse behind Ambitious Ladies of London, Doreen Horsley. She is an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and event strategist who knows exactly how to turn a simple gathering into a powerful marketing tool. From intimate networking nights to transformational experiences, Doreen has built a business and a movement by helping women connect with purpose, show up with confidence, and create lasting impact. So, whether you're planning your first event or looking to elevate your next one, Doreen is going to show us how to go from room to revenue the smart, soulful way. So, girlfriends, listeners, let's dive in. My first question, Doreen, is let's rewind just a little bit. What was the big aha moment for you that led to the creation of Ambitious Ladies of London?
Thank you for that amazing introduction, Laureen. The aha moment came when I saw so many women in business struggling with visibility and confidence. Many were feeling isolated and lacked a support system to show up and share their work to their target audience, share their work with the world. And I realized that empowerment wasn't just a business strategy, it was about helping women feel confident in themselves and their value. And that's where I felt I needed to create a space where women could show up, where they could connect, collaborate, and grow, not just in business, but also in their self-worth. And what I wanted to do was to create a community where women could step into their power, feel elevated, and they could do that without hesitation. And that's how all was created, giving women the tools to feel confident in themselves and build those lasting relationships.
I love it. I love it. And just to be clear, you don't have to be or live in London to be a part of this group.
Absolutely not. We have members who are all over the world, Jamaica, America, Spain, France. We only mention London because that's where we meet in person, and in-person events are powerful. However, so are virtual events. Many people are building their business using virtual events, so they can be equally as powerful. So you know, you don't have to live in London.
I'm glad to hear that because I don't, and I'm actually a member and I'm loving it so far. Let me ask you this then. What is your secret sauce for turning events into marketing magic? Why are events a game changer for a small business owner?
Yes, so I would say my secret sauce is creating events with purpose and authenticity because women want to feel connected to something bigger than themselves. And when you create events, that's exactly what you're doing. You are naturally becoming more involved. Yeah, you're creating events that can empower others and inspire. And what you'll find is that the magic happens when you make sure that your attendees feel seen, heard, and valued. Now, for small business owners, events are very powerful because they allow you to showcase your expertise whilst at the same time you're building trust with your audience. And so when you host an event, you're giving your potential clients the chance to see you in action, and which helps them to feel more confident about investing in you and your services. And that's why events are a changer because you get a chance to build relationships and share your story at the same time.
I think that's really fantastic and very, very important for us to understand. It's not just you're throwing a party. What you are doing is with great intention, you are showcasing yourself, but also creating an experience for women or for whoever it is that's part of your a target market that allows them to feel connected to you,
Mhm.
and to want to work with you more, to want to hang out with
Absolutely.
you more, to be a part of who you are and the movement that you're driving with your own business. So it's very intentional. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. And which,
definitely.
of
Yeah,
course, means then there are skills and there are strategies you use to make it more than just a party, right?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because parties are great and you can have fun at parties, but when you've got the right tools, you can build your business, build your connections, and party at the same time. And not many opportunities allow that. So yeah, these events are amazing.
And so when you say the right tools, what kind of tools do we need? What should we be pulling out of our toolkit to make this happen?
Okay, so what you need is more important is yourself. You need to be authentic and you're creating events that make people feel relaxed around you. There are different types of events we host, and I encourage others to host, like networking mixers or workshops, retreats. They tend to be the most effective because they create a sense of belonging and engagement. And when people feel part of a community, they're more than likely going to open up to you. Yeah, they're going to more likely going to feel that they're making real connections. So those type of events, workshops, um, retreats, masterclasses, they allow women to grow and develop new skills. So not only are you as the host developing skills and using the tools, you're helping the audience to do the same as well.
Right. So what I hear then is it's like these workshops, networking events, mixers. There are things that are more than just you talking. They're actually engagement. We get people to actually engage and share and be a
Absolutely.
participant in the whole process of whatever the event is. And
That's right.
um, how do you though? How do you get that then to turn into future contact? I mean, or more togetherness. I mean, how do you get them to want to work more with you or to make a step to work more with you? I guess is what I'm asking. How do you
Yeah.
train them up, so to speak?
Yeah. No, absolutely. So the secret sauce really, if you like, is to create these events with purpose and authenticity. And that's so important.
Okay.
Um, I think it's very important that there is genuineness involved. And that's one of the foundations of all Ambitious Ladies of London. It's all about creating these genuine connections. So when you're creating these experiences, you're showcasing your expertise, you're building trust at the same time. Trust is a big game changer for a lot of people, particularly in the market, which is very saturated. Yeah. And that's why I encourage events. They're a changer because you can be you. And I said this the other day in an event. I said, you know what? AI is very big at the moment, and we all love AI. Who doesn't love AI? But think about it. When you go to an event, particularly in person, there is no AI, it's you. And you
Mhm.
have to be authentic. And so authenticity is the future because whereas AI is growing and it's amazing by being authentically you, you are a powerhouse and you can show your audience, your people, your target audience, your niche, how they too can be that powerhouse. And they're going to want to invest in you. They're going to want to hang out with you in the process.
I agree. You know, in all of my life, I remember as I matured into the workforce and worked my way up in corporate world, nonprofit worlds, and then ultimately in entrepreneurship. I always felt like the people I met who were what I would describe as authentic were the people I wanted to be around.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
truthfully, I've come to your events and I felt that way about you, that you're very authentic.
Mm.
And so, of course, why wouldn't I want to be a part of this group? And I want, as an entrepreneur, I want those that attend my event to also feel that way for me, right? And
Right.
the secret is don't try to pretend to be somebody you're not. Be who you are, and the people who need you, the people who are like you or attracted to you will show up and they will join.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And
I
is
mean, it's so important.
yeah.
So go ahead, please.
Oh, I was just going to say, and is this kind of like the thing where, okay, you just don't throw one event and hope the world changes for you? You need to throw events regularly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say when if you're starting out, throw an event at least once a month,
Okay.
because obviously there's a process involved in before the event, after the event, during the event. So allow yourself time to create this experience. So I'd say at least once a month. With Ambitious Ladies of London, we create events almost every week because
Yeah.
these events allow different people whose circumstances, time, and everything else to who cannot attend an event, let's say a specific event. They don't want to wait 4 weeks later. And so we have regular events. We have at least two a week.
Hmm.
We have them regularly where you can show up as a participant in the audience and you can learn how we are doing it so
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can then go out and do it yourself.
Very good. Very good. And if only two people come, don't get discouraged.
Absolutely don't. And that's the biggest, it's interesting that you mentioned that, Laureen, because that's the biggest thing that many people shy away from doing events. They think, say nobody comes. And I've had people come to events, they're hosting events, an event I'm running for them. And I'm like, you know what? I'll be there and we'll just talk. Yeah, I'm your audience. And when you're talking at that event, just imagine your audiences are in front of you. And but trust me, the way we do events will make sure people come to your event. But if there is only one person in the room, and even if there's nobody, just put it down to training, record it, and make sure it gets recorded and repurpose it.
So
No, it's a win-win.
don't let yourself get discouraged.
Absolutely not.
Any practice, consider it practice, right? Every event you throw, every event you host is a practice to learn something from every single time and to apply that to the next one and to just keep going, because we all know consistency in business is key. We
Absolutely.
if we
Yeah.
give up too fast, we lose all that work we did before that, and we don't
Hmm.
and we miss the big moment when suddenly there's 50 people who've showed up at your event because you stuck with it and you kept going. So good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you say that because I think it's really easy to get discouraged, and so women will
Hmm.
just say, "Oh well, I threw one, but nobody came, so I'm not doing that again." And no,
Yeah. Yeah.
learn from
Definitely
it,
not.
move on, and book yourself another event. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. People will come. They will show up eventually. We all start small and then we just get so big. Yeah.
It's hard to
Absolutely.
imagine. Sometimes it feels like someone like you, well, oh my gosh, everyone will show up. But for me, it's like, well, maybe not, but you started where I'm starting, right? At the beginning.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. I mean, we all start small. I started small. I remember my first event, I think two people showed up and then I just kept going. I'm quite like that, very consistent. And then more people came and more, and I've had 200 people in an audience and I've got the stats to show it. That's because I didn't give up. Consistency is absolutely key. You just got to keep going.
Great message. Great message. What if you're on a shoestring budget and you still want to host an event that wows? What's the magic formula for making a big splash without spending a lot of bucks?
Yes, good question. So the magic formula, I would say, is to focus on value, creativity, and connection.
Okay.
You see, when you're on a budget, don't worry about fancy venues. Create an experience that people will remember. And you could use free or low-cost platform for virtual events, or you can partner with a local venue for an affordable in-person meetup.
Mhm.
So if it's in person, you could go to a library or a cafe. If it's virtually, you've got Google Meets and other sort of Teams is free as well. And the key is to make the event feel special through your energy, the value you deliver, and the connections you help create. And so confidence is what you offer. That's the key. Yeah. When
Yeah,
you believe in the value of what you are sharing, others are going to feel that energy. Yeah. And I think it's also important to keep your money mindset open because you can attract the right people and sponsors to help elevate your event without overspending.
good. Good. So tell me a little bit more about the sponsor idea. How does that work? What do you do to make that a part of your event?
Yes, so for Ambitious Ladies of London, you can either attend our events, you can sponsor our events, so we'll do all the legwork, we'll do all the logistics, all the heavy handling, And basically, you pay a very small fee to show. In fact, we actually have free sponsorships, Mentor Mondays. Every Monday, a member of our community can be in the spotlight for free. We
Okay.
provide the audience, yeah. And we've had ladies. We had one yesterday. Two of our community members came along. They did a duo. They did a collab, and there was at least 25 people in the audience.
Wow.
Yeah. And we provide that. And they obviously invited people as well. And so you can either come to our events and be like a free sponsor, or you can, at specific events, pay a small fee. And we'll again do all the legwork, the promotion before, during, and after the event, and help build your email list because that's important. That's part of your business strategy.
Okay. So I heard a lot of things there. One is, of course, everyone listening, please check out Ambitious Ladies of London because I have joined the group. Now, I'm not a paying member yet. I've joined the group and I have found it extremely valuable going to events. I've met some lovely women there who I look forward to potentially working with in the future through collaborations. But also, of course, if you're uncomfortable or nervous about any of this, we have a resource right here who can help us, right? Um,
Hmm.
Help us from beginning to end manage and host relate an event. I was going to say a party, but I meant an event. So that's really cool. But I also heard be creative in that answer too, that there are lots of low cost, if not free solutions to where you hold an event. Don't think you have to rent the Taj Mahal for your
Nope,
event to be wildly attended because that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it's the quirky fun things, right?
absolutely. Yes,
Like
definitely.
even meeting
Because,
up at a park.
yeah, because people connect with people and it's about the energy and people will come to an event. You could be in an old shack, but it's the energy that you create, the value you offer. Yeah. The connections you can create there, conversations, the commonalities between you and the audience. That's what makes the experience. It's not about spending big bucks. Absolutely no.
And when I listen to you talk, Doreen, I get hungry for that connection. It's like I know it's out there and I love it and I want it. And events are the solution.
That's right.
Creating your own events are going to attract people. Attending other people's events are going to get you connected as well. So there's
Hmm.
two sides to the coin. One is attend events, but the other and participate, and the other is host your own events.
Absolutely. I actually think it's important to do both.
Hmm.
Because when you attend events, particularly when you do so consistently, you become a familiar face in the room. So people will feel they know, like, and trust you. That can build because you're always showing up. There's a saying, don't post and ghost when they talk about social media, but it's the same with events. Don't show up once and then disappear. And I've had people do that. They've
Hmm.
shown up and we don't see them again. And we're like, they gave it an amazing experience. They were really great. But what that does, it means that people won't trust you. If you suddenly show up again 6 weeks later or 2 months later, they'll think, you're not consistent, you're not regular. Can I really trust you? So you're reducing trust as opposed to building trust.
Oh, that's
So
good.
attending events as well as hosting your own is a powerful synergy to tap into.
I think that what you're really saying there is make a commitment to your community, whatever
Absolutely.
that is. When you say you're going, go. When you go, be there fully present and participate and share and enjoy. And when you host events, you will benefit from that. Just from
That's
the
right.
experience of having been an attendee, you'll know how to make connections and make people feel welcomed and wanted in your space.
That's right.
Because I've
Hmm.
also I've also been to events where no one even notices me. And so I don't feel like why would I want to go back? And this whole
Mm,
message around making connections when you are a host is really critical with everyone, not just a few people, right? Or the
that's
most
right.
important people in the room, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And at our events, I'm very, very much passionate about helping women to feel seen. And so, I even the underdogs, if you like, if a person, labels themselves that. If you're coming to one of our events, you won't feel, oh, I don't want to go back there. People always say they want to come back because I do try my hardest for my own reasons to ensure everyone feels seen and feels valued, even for just showing up. So I will do that. And then people that are watching and learning how we host our events at all will do that when they host their own events. It's very important to help everyone to feel seen, valued, and heard.
So tell me more about that. What is that about, that to feel seen? Why is that important, particularly for women?
Mhm. Women, when you think about in business, a lot of women sadly statistically fail in business.
Mm.
I can't remember the numbers, but I know they're in the high 90s of women startup businesses never continue. And a lot of that is because women feel alone. You hear about the word soul, we're soulpreneurs, and we are alone essentially because we're growing our business as individuals. So we do feel unseen. The market is very saturated. There's lots of people online now. It's big now, with people growing online businesses. So again, with social media and the scroll, it's hard to be seen in the scroll. So people or women in general feel unseen. And so, but when we come together, we're strength in numbers. We can now feel seen with the right connections in the right rooms, because if you're in the room like with ambitious ladies, you will feel seen because we give you the opportunities to have a voice, speak at our Mental Mondays, come to our events, yeah, and
Mhm.
they're free events, and share, connect, and network. But there's also the empowerment side. We not only just do the networking, we do the empowerment side. We run courses for women to feel empowered, to do with their self-worth, imposter syndrome, their self-love, and we also do business coaching as well.
Wow. I can tell you're really passionate about this as I listen to
Hmm.
you speak. So I am just soaking all of this up. Oh.
Hmm.
If if you could, looking at all of the different events that you have helped facilitate, what are the big oops moments? What are the mistakes that people make that we should all watch out for when we're hosting an event to market our business?
I think a big oops moment is would be not creating clear expectations. If your audience doesn't know exactly what they'll gain or how they can take action after the event, you're missing a huge opportunity, because it takes a lot for a person to show up at your event. So the least they can do is go away with something and wanting to return. So definitely create clear expectations.
Okay.
Another mistake I see ladies making is focusing too much on promoting their business or their product or service. And there's not enough creating value or building trust or storytelling even. People are more likely to invest in those who they feel connected to. And if they feel connected to you and your mission, they will invest in you. So it's important that you do the follow up. You make the connections, but you follow up after the event and nurture those relationships, because that's important. Yeah. So the authenticity showing up, setting the clear expectations, build the trust, and then make sure you follow up.
So there's more to an event than just the event.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I guess I'm assuming here, well, I would think that if you chose not to follow up, you basically have wasted your time.
Yeah. You're wasting your time. You're leaving money on the table.
Mhm.
You're leaving your audience confused. What's the point, they're going to think? And you've missed out on a big opportunity. And so, yeah, definitely have the clear expectations as to why people should attend in the first place, and
Mhm.
then make sure you follow up afterwards. It could just be a thank you for coming. It could be how you can connect with me going forward. It could be anything along those lines, but definitely follow through.
Great. Give us a little behind the scenes peek. Can you share a little bit, maybe a story today about where an event really helped boost one of your clients or someone's business or brand?
Absolutely. One of our community members, Seema, was feeling really stuck. She wasn't getting the visibility she deserved. And after working with myself on empowerment, money mindset, but more importantly, helping her to create or to, what's the word? To host workshops and retreats, she noticed an increase in interest in her business and her new opportunities by doing it the right way. What it did, it built her confidence. And it all starts with you. Yeah. It doesn't start with the product or service, it starts with you. So when you show up confident, which she did in her message, and she connected with the right people who were aligned with what she was sharing, her brand, then she started to see results. She was able to raise her prices. She was able to consistently get more clients and showcase her personal story. And she's on my website as giving a testimonial.
Okay.
And since that, she always fills her program. Yeah, she gets at least 7 or 8 people to sign up with her because she has the tools now. She's got the confidence. She's got the tricks of the trade, if you want, the secret sauces,
Uh-huh.
and she has really soared and her confidence, she's out there. Yeah,
That's wonderful. And the thing is, to make money, you don't need 70,000 people to show up. You need the right
absolutely.
people to show up, right?
That's right. I love that because you're right. That's the power of events. What I love about events is this. You by your message, the chances are the people in the room are going to be potential clients.
Yeah.
And all it takes is to have one aligned client to invest in you, and that's all it takes really. But imagine having even more. And so events does that. It gives you the platform to be in front of your audience. You get to showcase your expertise, your skills, you get to build trust, you get to be visible, and you get to help your audience at the same time.
That's great.
So it's a win-win again all round.
Yeah, it makes me want to just start having events every week. I'm getting excited. Um, okay, so I have learned today that events are great for brand awareness, for growing our business. But let me ask you this: how do you take things a step further and really start to create that community and that connection through them?
Yeah, how I do that is by nurturing relationships. And I do that before the event, during the event, and after the event.
Can you
I
tell us
put my
that?
money where my mouth is. Yeah, of course. So it's not just about collecting business cards or gaining followers. Yeah. It's about making those meaningful connections. And that leads to long-term growth, long-term relationships. And so events can be used to really empower and influence your audience. You can inspire them. You can make people feel seen and valued because when they do that, they'll get to know, like, and trust you. They get to invest in you. They get to feel that they really have known you forever. I get people saying that to me all the time um, because of the way we run our own events. And so I build the relationships before the event through 1 or 2 emails, maybe. During the event, I create this wonderful experience. And then follow up is just as important as the event itself. It's all about keeping those conversations going through emails, through social media, through WhatsApp, maybe even through one-on-one connections, getting on a call with somebody. And this can turn casual networking into genuine community and friendships. It's all about building those trusts.
Wonderful. And do you recommend like the way that entrepreneurs have their own groups, like that they should form like a Facebook group or a WhatsApp following or yeah?
Absolutely. I just recently, last week, one of my trusted members, I'm working with her, helping her to create her own event, her own, in fact, networking event in person. And one of the things I said to her is to start a WhatsApp group. Yeah. I said it could be Facebook, WhatsApp, but start a group. Put your friends in there first. Yeah. Invite your friends, your fans, get them into the group. And as you start connecting with people, start creating events, people start registering for your events, get their number and say to them, would you like to be part of the conversation, part of the party? The party starts here. The party's in the WhatsApp group or the Facebook group. Come join us. And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, yes, please. And you add them to the group. Then you can start communicating with them and sharing value with them even before the event. But at the same time, you're growing a community and you're building trust at the same time. So yes, I definitely recommend growing a group.
Okay, great, 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 great. All right. Um, Last question for today, and this has just been an amazing conversation. For those that are nervous first timers who are thinking about hosting an event, but they really have no idea where to start, what, Doreen, is your best advice to calm their nerves and to get them started?
My best advice would be just do it. Because the first event will never be perfect, but that's okay. Start small. Don't worry about having everything in place because it's definitely not about perfection. It's about taking that first step and showing up authentically as you. Trust your vision. Yeah. Just remember that you want to do an event for a reason. You probably understand the power of events. You've attended events yourself and you love it. You can be the person that can create that experience for somebody else. Yeah. So focus on the value you're offering. Don't worry about perfection. Stay authentic and believe in yourself. And when you show up confidently, others will follow too. And don't worry about nerves as well, because nerves are normal. Even the most experienced event hosts or motivational speakers will say to you they get nervous as well. But nerves show you care. And so nerves are fine. Just plan in advance, make sure you're prepared because preparation is the antidote to fear.
Yep.
And just know that the more you create these events and these experiences, the more confident you're going to become and the more stronger you will become as well.
Cool. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us and your expertise today. This has been, like I said, a powerful conversation, and I hope all my listeners, you are walking away with fresh ideas and a whole lot of inspiration for how you can use events to elevate your business, build your brand, and to connect more deeply. And perhaps this is the most important part, connect more deeply with the people that you are meant to serve. A
Absolutely.
huge thank you to Doreen. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing your insight, your energy, and your brilliance. You can find all of her contact information, links to connect, and some details about Doreen and her group, the Ambitious Ladies of London, in the show notes. So be sure to check those out and reach out to her. Again, as a member who just joined her group recently, I would encourage you to consider just signing up and getting connected and find out what it's all about. And if this episode has sparked something in you, an idea, a desire, a next step, I would love to hear about it. Reply to this podcast, message me, reach out to me through Facebook, but whatever works for you, let me know what you got from the podcast, how it's helping you, how it's shifting and changing you. And finally, if you are a woman over 50 growing a business in your next chapter, remember that this podcast is for you. Be sure to follow us, share it with other fellow CEOs, and stay tuned for more conversations that meet you where you are and are designed to help you rise. Until next time, keep showing up, keep saying yes to what's next. And I think that might be an event in your future. And remember, the next chapter of your business truly is yours to write. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.